I am in the edit of this video, and I was under the assumption that my terrible $100 used DSLR camera would focus like moderately well. It didn't. So you're going to see me hold cigars up. You just use your imagination. I'm sorry. You can see most of it, but it's not the most focused thing in the world. Also, there's probably a bunch that are super nice, fancy, and like boutique brands that I don't know about yet. So I apologize if it's something very cool and I just completely botched the reaction because I don't really know what it is. So I will find out when I smoke it.
Cigars and Bandit. I'm sure you've heard of them. This is the club. In my brain, I look at it as the exclusive YouTube cigar club. Like they are the top rung. Like Cigars and Bandit, dude. That's like they're like rock stars. It's like the Aerosmith of cigars. And I kept seeing comments on some of my videos from the Cigars and Bandit channel, weeks ago. I was like, I wonder who's running that. And it's Peter he's the founder of Cigars and Bandit, shocker. Obviously, if he's commenting from that channel, but I was lucky enough to get invited to the Cigars and Bandit Discord, which I believe you can join if you're, what is it? Patreon? Something like that? I can't remember. There's a way in, but I was lucky enough to get invited for having a channel, etc. People are just so nice to me, which is so strange. I'm just very thankful. Thank God. Thank you, God, that people enjoy me enough to do stuff. And speaking of that, I've got a big, fat, heavy box here from Peter over at Cigars and Bandit. So I just did an unboxing because I got both of these today, which is like my brain's gonna explode with how happy I am at New Cigar Day. And I have so many. I'm looking at all of them right there. I don't know which video I'm gonna post first. Initially, I planned to do them together, but get all the label up there. But what's it called? John over at J&C Cigars sent me so many more than I thought he was going to. So he got his own dedicated video. And now we've got this wonderful box from Peter. And I have like imposter syndrome when people send me stuff. Memento, Whittle, John at J&C, now Peter. It's like, do you guys, it's me, right, that you're sending this to. I'm not like a super cool dude. I don't know if you realize that you're sending it to me. Oh, yes. He also has this cigar collective. Please go follow, shout out. And I will also shout out Cigars and Bandit, of course. That is the show. If you don't know, let me inform you, bro. Where they just talk and they flow. All right, I'm done. But they have cigars sent out to each of their members, and they do a podcast and like a smoke sesh. And they'll smoke them without the band on them, hence the name, and give their honest review on it. And you're not getting any filtered mumbo jumbo garbage. Oh boy, dude. But it's a great experience. When I smoked the Davidoff that Memento sent me, I was watching the Cigars and Bandit. I just processed something that I saw. So I'm just going to pretend like I didn't. I watched their Cigars and Bandit of that Davidoff. That's what was like, I got to make the video. I got to smoke the Davidoff. So right on top, we've got I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to be dramatic. The Cavalier Limited Edition 2024, aka my favorite cigar of all time. I never thought I'd see another one. I saw that little band and I thought, no way. No F-wording way. I'm going to try to keep it PG. That's ridiculous off the bat. Thank you. You could have sent me that alone. But this box is like half a pound. So, oh gosh. Again, another one that's jumping out at me is the 2025 Andalusian Bull. Ooh. Whittle just sent me an Andalusian Bull, and I believe it's a 23. So I could be like Scar Carpenter and run them back to back in my little wood shop. I don't want to say little wood shop, in my adult human-sized wood shop and give you my reviews on what they taste like back to back. So thank you for that. It's so weird. We're only 2 in, and I'm already elated. All right, what do we got here? Psalm selection. A lot of these I am unaware of what they are, and I do research after the fact. It smells good. It's nicely constructed, and I really hope my camera will focus well. So, anyway, that looks nice. I will have to look into that. I'm not aware of that cigar off the top of my head, but I do see something else that's poking out at me. And that is another Cavalier limited release from 2023. I'm not sure the exact name of the cigar, but that is it. And that looks freaking delicious. I'm so excited that you sent me my favorite cigar of all time. And now I have another Cavalier product to try out. And I see another one. I see a F-wording another one, dude. Cavalier Geneve Project Broadleaf. Dude, I'm so psyched. Again, do you guys know that you're sending this to me? Do you think you're sending it to somebody else? So there's no way you guys are this nice to me. I don't want to sound like some emo. Like, people don't even like me. But it's just crazy to me. Gellis. I've never heard of that. That looks like a nice little stick. It's a nice box press. I'll have to smirk that one. And I will keep you updated. I got to look into... Oh! We got the Sober Mesa. This is the Brulee Blue. I've seen a bunch of people do videos on these, and I've always wanted to try one. If I'm not mistaken, it's a sweetened tip, but like quality tobacco, like the Sweet Jane, I think it is, which I actually ended up really liking. Even though it's sweetened, you think it's going to be bad, but it's a good combination to put a sweet tip on a quality hand-rolled cigar. So I don't know if that is one. I'm pretty sure that's a sweetened tip, but I'm excited for that. Oh! I have never seen that in my life. It's like a shaggy foot brick house. I didn't know that existed. And that's so fucking cool. So you've got your filler, your binder, and then your wrapper starts about an inch in. How fun is that? And I love brick house. So again, knocked it out of the park. I've never seen that in my life. Ever. How insane. Oh, we got a Don Carlos. I've heard, obviously, everybody talk about how great these are. And I've been wanting to try one, of course. That's insane. That is really good. Even the people that are big, like, Opus fans that go after the most exclusive stuff, I think Tandem Man even says this, like, most of them, their favorite blend is the Don Carlos. Like, that's their jam. And I'm excited to try it. I've never had it. I can't believe people are doing this to me. This is going to be a long video, and I'm so excited. Another Gellis. I'm probably botching the name of that. Gellis Family Cigars. Maybe that sounds familiar. This almost has that Cavalier vibe of just almost like a niche little... I don't know. I don't know anything about them. But they look not like a throwaway cigar. None of these are, obviously, but... Oh... We've got a Goliath, the Tabernacle. I've been seeing, who is it? Is that the name? Goliath? I've seen these before, and they're very interesting, and I've always wanted to try one. That goes for all of these, but very cool. These are all home runs. Get the fuck out of here. We've got yet another Cavalier Limited Edition 2024 Geneve, a.k.a., again, still, it hasn't changed yet, my favorite cigar of all time. Now I've got 2, and I can breathe a little bit. The world is gotten about 48% better for me, knowing that there's more than that, and I will smoke that again. I thought it was gone forever. And we've got the Tabernacle by that same company. I feel like there's a name to this that it's obvious to me right now, but I cannot remember. Or that's not obvious to me right now, but obvious to everyone else. Very nice. High quality stuff right there. That's high dollar level cigars. Here we've got a Pelpita. I've heard of that. Where have I heard of that? I've heard of that, I think. Polpetta. I'm going to look these up later. I'm going to feel like such a doofus, but I don't want to be disingenuous and look it up and then pretend like I knew what it was. This is my honest take. Oh. The famous 80th anniversary Gordo. And that is, if I'm not mistaken, that's Dunbarton, is it not? I've been very itching to try more of Dunbarton. So that's a nice wide box press. I was talking about this with the Rocky Patel 60 that Memento gave me. That's the Judge press, which I think Grand Robusta they call it. One of the best presses in the game, right there. We got another Liga. This is the Anniversario. Very black Liga, little pigtail. Dude, these are all nice cigars. These are all things that I would see in the store and go, that's too expensive. I can't. I'm not going to indulge myself that much. And then we've got I've seen this too. I want to say this is Dunbarton, but I could be wrong, and I can't really pronounce it. But did you... I'm not going to try. You know what it is if you're watching, I'm sure. Literally all of these are nice. I cannot... And the bag's like halfway done. So if you like unboxings, you're going to like this. This is is that Magician? I hate that I don't know what this is. Mallig. I don't know. But I do know that's Dunbarton, right? That looks like the unicorn thing. If I'm wrong, please don't make fun of me that bad. All I know is this is very high quality. I just don't know how high quality at this particular moment. That could be like a very, very sought after one. Warped. I've never had a Warped El Oso, but that is the best band. One of the best bands I've ever seen. It's a little bear. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's like a little bear with a little crown on his head. I can't get over this. And we've got Tabacos Bandolero Serie A. I've never had this, never seen it. But going off the trend, I'm sure it's extremely nice. So, thank you for that one. I can't do close-ups of every single one because I feel like the video would take way too long. Oh, we got another Sober Mesa. Cigar Dojo. That is a smoke show to look at. They have nailed their bands and their branding. And I've had one Sober Mesa. It was the original. And it was pretty good. I remember liking it. But that was 5 years ago. And my palate has changed a lot. So I'm excited to try it. Don Durama by Saka. Ooh, Steve Saka. I bet you this is not Dunbarton. This is Saka. Sorry, I knew it. I felt weird when I was saying it. This could be either. It's probably... Is Dunbarton Saka? Are they the same? This just goes to show how inexperienced I am in cigars this nice. So, I don't know. I'm sorry. All I can tell you is I'm fucking excited. I cussed. I'm sorry. I'm a cusser today. The Umbagog. I've been wanting to try that. I've been seeing that everywhere. And that seems to be a very popular one. Bronzeback. Very cool. Again, all of these I would never buy for myself. I don't respect myself enough to do it. And I think I know what this is. The Anejo. This is the one, I think I've said this before. This was the one Arturo Fuente cigar I bought that I loved. I thought it was super good. And every other Arturo I've had, the lower lines, whatever they're called, with the cedar sleeve, I've never liked that blend. I got a whole box of these short little Perfectos. I remember like 5 years ago. Spent my Christmas money on it when I was like 18. It's like, I can get a whole box for that. And I bought it blindly and I hated every single one of them. So I know that Arturo can make great stuff. because I've since smoked the Ineo and I loved it. And where's the other one? The Don Carlos, I've heard very good things about. So I'm confident I will like those. New Don, I've never heard of this one. New Don Robusto Grande. Please don't make fun of me that hard about the Saka and the Dunbar thing. I'm going to do... I can't cut it out. I have to leave it in. Sorry. I'm being completely honest, though. Ferio Tego. I've seen so much about this brand as well. Suma. Ferio Tega Suma. I'm excited for that. But, God, this is unreal, dude. It's going to be the longest video in the world, and I just pulled out an Atabey. An actual Atabey. I've been wanting to try this for 5 years, dude. I remember seeing a video on this and being so enamored at the thought of maybe trying one. And now I get to. Thanks to Peter. God, Peter. You are an angel, my friend. What a nice thing you've done for me. A timeless. Exclusively for Ferio Tego. Oh. So it's like a collab. Very cool. Looks nice. There's still so many in this bag. Gold Star. United Cigars. I have heard of United Cigars. I was going to be like, they're the ones that did the... But I'll probably be wrong. But I want to say they did the America blend that was popular on 4th of July this year. I could be wrong. Another one. Me Queered Fino Largo. See, I shouldn't have tried it the first time. But this is a more of... Not quite a Lancero, but almost. And then we've got this one, a Hinky. I've not heard of that, but again, following the trend, that's probably a very nice, expensive cigar. So I'm looking forward to that. Dude, this is ridiculous. I got another V. Whittle sent me one of these. These little V's. That's the funniest shape in the world. I love that. And every Oliva CRV, anything I've ever had, has been a home run, obviously. I think that that's the most universally available good cigar in the entire world. What is this? Oh, it doesn't have any information on it, dude. Look at that. That just looks like it's expensive and very unique. So I am so excited. If I don't know what something is here and it's super fancy, in the video I will have done my research and I will give a better, more representative reaction to what that cigar is. I know this. Who is that? Is there like a sheet in here? There's so many, there's no way he could put it on paper. But I've seen that. Like the is it Ezra does some kooky bands? I don't think that's Ezra. What's his face though? But I have seen that. These sort of actual bands that go around the... I know who that is. I just can't think of it. It smells delicious, of course. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these cigars, man. I got to get a new humidor. I'm serious. And we got another Ferio Tega. Generoso 2022. That looks beautiful. We've got a New World. A classic, which I need to do a video on these. Because this is, again, up there with the V, but not quite as good as the V, but it's so universally found. You're never going to be unhappy with the New World. Las Cavalieras. Crowned Heads. I've been wanting to try those. Bonk. I can't believe you're this nice to me, dude. Another Ferio Tego. I'll have to try one of these. Because I keep hearing that name. 2023. Elegancia. And I bet you if I was a fan of a lot of this stuff, I don't know what it is, I'd be looking at my computer screen like, you fucking loser. You don't even know what that is. What do you do to deserve that? And I agree with you. We got a Crowned Heads Blood Medicine. A very old school looking band. I'll have to try that. Never had that. Crowned Heads Belgian Blue. This looks fancy. This is like the Crowned Head's version of Red Meat Lovers, almost, with the shape of the band and just the style kind of reminds me of that. I have so many cigars right now. What am I going to do? We've got what a good problem to have. Am I right, guys? A Ferio Tego Napa 10-year cigar. Timeless. I think it's another. They could be the same company. I don't think they are, though. I think that's some sort of like the AJ Fernandez. Oh, that was in the last video. AJ Fernandez and H. Upman sort of collab thing. A big fat Crowned Heads Mil Diaz, which is exciting. So I excited to try another Vitola of the Mil Diaz. We've got a Crowned Heads Habano. It's a fancy looking stick. We're down to the last few. I cannot believe the amount that I've just opened. A New World Cameroon. You cannot go wrong. New World, everything's going to be very nice. And a Juarez. I've seen that as well. So that was the most insane cigar bomb of my life. That was so many cigars. My mind is blown. I wish that I could repay everyone who sends me something with something, which eventually I will do. One day I will have a collection where I'm sending them out. But being a dirt poor little 20, mid-20s, living off ramen noodles, this is unbelievably nice. And this helps me and the channel out so much. So thank you. Please go follow, dude. Go fucking bless this guy up. Make 5 channels and subscribe to each one several times. Absolutely unreal. What a kind gesture. I can't even process it right now. And I will have to get another humidor. That is a 100 count humidor, and that's not accurate. The one I have, it can't hold that many cigars. So I'm going to have to go buy a Tupperware or something and just to have these somewhere. And I will put them all in a nice... Anyway, thank you. I am blown away by your generosity. So thank you for watching. Please go like, subscribe, do everything to this man. He is the most generous person ever. To just see my channel and send me all this stuff is crazy. So thank you so much. And thank you, Cigar YouTube as a whole, for embracing me. That is very kind. And I did not expect it, especially to this extent. So God bless you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. I don't know what I'm going to smoke tonight. I have so many options.